Greetings Airsofters, it's RJ here from AirSim Media with our latest Airsoft review. Today we have an item from our newest media partner, ZSHOT, the AERES M4e. So, what do you get in the box? Well, in the box you get the AERES M4e, a 300 round metal high capacity magazine, a dejamming rod, and a manual which is in English. Sold separately is the Mosfet programmer, which also comes with a small manual in English. Now, as you can see, this is a very solid looking AEG. The externals of the AERES M4e are the orange plastic flash hider, the metal outer barrel with a 5.56 NATO marking, and metal front sight. The handguards are made out of nylon fiber. The delta ring body and carry handle are metal. On this side of the metal body there are AERES Airsoft trademarks and a unique serial number. And finally, the pistol grip and crane stock are nylon fiber, and the buffer tube is metal, where the mini Tamiya battery connector is located. I'd also like to mention that AERES put in a functioning bolt catch and release, which is a very nice touch. Now, internally is where the AERES M4e separates itself from any other AEGs. The gearbox itself is reinforced so it's LiPo ready, hardened steel gears, 8mm ball bearing bushings, low resistant wiring with a quick change spring feature. What makes this gearbox special is that the gearbox features a fully computerized Mosfet trigger system with a ton of Mosfet features. The AERES M4e computerized Mosfet is controlled by the programmer you see here. This external programmer eliminates the confusing trigger pull programming some other computerized Mosfets use. Now, the programmer comes with a mini Tamiya connector for the battery and a mini Tamiya connector for the AEG. The firing modes are controlled by this control dial here. You get safe, semi, and auto, safe, semi 3-round burst, safe 3-round burst and auto, and safe, semi, and semi. On the bottom dial, you see that it asks for the battery type for the active braking system. And there you have 3 choices, which are nickel metal hydride, 2-cell lipoly, and 3-cell lipoly. And opposite that lower dial is the enter button. So once you dial in all your settings, you press enter, and about 10 to 12 seconds later the Mosfet is programmed and you're good to go. The AERES M4e measures in at 390 FPS with an Elite Force .20 gram dB with our Exertech Chrono. The rate of fire was 9 to 10 BPS on a 7.4 LiPo and 15 to 16 BPS on 11.1 LiPo. Our range testing showed hitting a torso-sized target at 150 to 175 feet with .25 gram Elite Force BBs with the hop-up dialed in. Now, some players have encountered some AERES AEGs with a soft bucking and nub. With the AERES M4e, I didn't see or experience any drop in range performance, so I'm making an educated guess that AERES has corrected that issue. Once we go into the internals in another review, we'll be able to verify that. Now, what I feel stands out about the AERES M4e is, one, if you run MILSM events, you can program the Mosfet to disable full auto and your AEG can only shoot semi-only. So that's a definite plus. I also really like the semi 3-round burst option. Not only is it 3-round burst, it's 3 rounds per trigger pull. Unlike other Mosfet or computer systems, which if you hold down the trigger while the selector is in full auto, you get repeated 3-round bursts. However, the AERES M4e Mosfet requires that you do separate trigger pulls for each burst. So that is a definite plus for me since I don't like wasting ammo on full auto. Again, the Mosfet is also jam-packed with features such as active braking, so it completes 1 cycle of the gearbox for each trigger pull. The micro-switch trigger is crisp and also responsive. It also has a low voltage meter, so if your LiPo should drop below its optimal charge, it'll shut itself off. And as I mentioned before, I also like the quick change spring gearbox designed for diversity for indoor and outdoor play. We also tried different mid-cap mags from the Mag brand, Elite Force 140 round mid-caps, the KWA 120s, and Magpul PTS mags, and they all fed flawlessly. Now, there are a few pet peeves that we have. They're not considered negatives because of the performance of this AEG. However, I just like to point them out. One of which is the buffer tube here is mil-spec, so it only takes mil-spec stocks. So if your stock that you have now is currently designed straight for airsoft, it will not fit. We didn't mind it so much because we like the crane stock, and it's one of my preferred stocks anyway, so that's why I just call it one minor pet peeve. Some players may think that the rate of fire is a tad bit low. However, since I run in semi and the 3-round burst mode, it really doesn't affect me much, so I'll put this on the small pet peeve category. For $280 retail for the AEG and $60 for the Mosfet computer programmer, I wouldn't hesitate to purchase one if you're looking for new equipment, because it is a solid performer and you get a really good Mosfet system. Well, there's our review of the ARES M4e, and again, many thanks to ZSHOT for sending this AEG for us to review. Please visit your local ZSHOT dealer if you want to purchase this ARES M4e. If you're in New Jersey, go to Cobra One Tactical in Great Meadows, New Jersey to pick one up. This is where we taped our action footage of the ARES M4e and did our field testing. So, that's it for now. Again, please subscribe, comment, and like our video. You can find us on other videos on the links coming up and on our website at www.airsoftsimulations.com, on our Facebook at Facebook/Airsoft Simulations. And until next time, see you later, Airsofters.